have is it August visitor? Ani Alejo Pataki, Lori HerLens. I told Nima I was going to speak Yoruba this morning, but she did not believe me. That's all right. But La Roy, bye. Ani Alejo Pataki, Lori. What's program in Yoruba? Eto Yitawa. And this is HerLens, like I said, a different style of it. Amasoro, our Amashe. Wow. We're gonna do our normal programming, but àlejò wa àwọn náà máa need 2 or 3 contributions.
See, coffee ṣe fún wa. For me, I told you I would be better.
That's okay. And we're not in a competition. That's okay. So without much further ado, we're going to introduce our àlejò first. So I will now introduce the Igi. What's pillar in Yoruba?
Me, my boy.
Igi lẹ́yìn ọgbà. Thank you. You've already heard her voice. Okay, Benjamin, you said Igi. Ẹ káàárọ̀ mà, ìyálọ́jà of Arepo, Chief Mrs. Kudirat Obolo Ashaolu. Ẹ bá mi ṣá wọn látẹ̀wọ́. Ẹ káàsán mà. Ẹ káàárọ̀ mà. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ sún díẹ̀ síwájú. So I'm going lórí the microphone. Ẹ káàárọ̀ mà, báwo lára yín mà?
Ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀.
We are so happy to see you here with us, ma. Inú wa dùn pé ẹ wà ń bí. Yeah. So let me. I do quite. Oh, I'm going to speak in English. Mommy, ṣé mo lè sọ English? Nima Mama ṣe translation for me. I was so happy and excited to have you. So we're excited to have you on here.
Inú wa dùn pé ẹ wá sórí ètò wa yìí lénìí.
Yes. Glory Women Radio. Adedúpẹ́ for all the things that you do for us at Women Radio and Arepo community.
A dúpẹ́ gbogbo tẹ́ ń ṣe fún wa lórí Women Radio yìí àti ìlú Arepo.
Particularly the markets.
Pàápàá jùlọ ọjà Arepo.
So yes, we're going to be doing English and translation. Hi, Susan. Good morning. I can see you.
Good morning, Fumi. Thank God it's Friday. Good morning, HerLens family. It's good to be here.
To have you. It's good to have you here. This morning we have an August visitor. We have the Iyaloja of Arepo land. Or is it Arepo village? No, this is not a village now. Arepo town. Yeah, Arepo town. She's here with us, Susan. We're bringing the community online with us. So please say hello to Alhaja Kudirat Obolo Ashaolu. Susan, go ahead. Hi, Susan.
Eka Roma Alhaja Kudirat. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can see you. Yes.
Eka Roma.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Susan.
Eka Roma. Yes. Okay. Eka Roma Alhaja. Ẹ kú pàdé àárọ̀ yìí o, ẹ ra mọ̀. Yes, ma. Ẹ káàbọ̀ ma. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò wa.
Yeah, we're English and Yoruba today. Yes, ma. And we have the Igi. What was it? Igileyin something. Igileyin Ogba that we have this morning. No, ma. Emma, bye-bye. Yes, ma. We have the studio is full. Of course, I was introducing our very own Iggy Pillar. Let me just call her Pillar because that Yoruba is stressing me out. Madam Ibinabo Dixon, the woman commando.
The conqueror, the lion, the lion is here.
Yes. If anything we concern Women Radio, she go just join. She go just do them because that's what she does. Please make some noise for our Igilen Yogba. Thank you so much for coming. And Ma,
this is Yalode.
Oh.
of Arepo. So we have
Iyaloja and
two very
Iyalode.
important women in the community. Yes, àwọn àgbà àwọn ìyá ńlá Arepo lẹ́dùn wà lórí ìjókòó yẹn. Iyaloja wà níbí, Iyalode wà níbí. So you can imagine, you know what who Iyalode is? Yes.
That I would like to know.
Morning,
Yes.
good morning.
Difference between Iyaloja and Iyalode.
I can't tell you
Okay, kí ni difference?
that. Emma sọ orúkọ wọn.
Chief Mrs. Jojaye. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò wa mà. Okay, màá béèrè kí ni ìyàtọ̀ Ìyálọ́jà àti Ìyálóde fáwọn tó ń gbọ́ wá ń sìn wọ́n mọ̀ èwo tí wá ní Ìyálọ́jà èwo tí wá ní
Ẹ
Ìyálóde.
jẹ́ kí Iyaloja sọ̀rọ̀.
Okay, Ìyálọ́jà.
Ẹ ṣé mà.
Yes ma.
Ìyálọ́jà mini ìyálọ́jà ni pé ìyálọ́jà ló wà lórí ọjà.
Okay.
Bọ̀ ìyálóde òun jẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí alákòóso nílùú ní ìlú. But ìyálọ́jà òun wà gẹ́gẹ́ bí láàrin ọjà fún àwọn ọmọ ọjà.
Okay. So alákòóso means mediator or lawyer, defender.
Yes, Iyalode.
Adarí.
She's
Gẹ́gẹ́ bí
overseeing.
adarí.
Leader.
Yes.
Leader lórí ọjà.
Iyaloja is the leader of the
Market.
women.
Yes.
And Iyalode is the leader of the women in
In
the
the
community.
community.
Yes.
Generally.
Yes.
Ṣé Agetema?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Benima. Okay. So Chief Mrs. Kudirat and Chief Mrs. Jojaye ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò wa. So bá ṣe máa ń ṣe lórí ètò yìí ni pé a máa ń ní àwọn story àwọn nǹkan tó máa ń sọ lórí program lórí ètò yìí. So a máa sọ story yẹn a máa wá jẹ́ kẹ́yìn náà kẹ́ fún wa ní nǹkan tẹ́ feel nǹkan tẹ́ rò nípa ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. So number one ta fẹ́ ṣe ni pé should we do this one first or the other one? This one. Okay, àná nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lánàá lórí Benjamin, stop laughing at me. Nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lánàá ni pé ó ní billionaire ẹni tó lówó Tony Elumelu, who is the chairman of Ọ̀ṣàlówó bí àwọn set àwọn Dangote lọ jẹ́. So ọ máa ń ṣe bí graduate bí school bí ilé ìwé fún àwọn tó fẹ́ wáṣẹ́. So wá parí school yẹn ní meeting yẹn ó wá lọ́mọ kékeré kan. Ṣé ọmọ kékeré? Yeah.
Sisi náà
ni àwọn Sisi is better for me. Ní Sisi yẹn tó dìde tó wá béèrè ó fẹ́ béèrè question lọ́wọ́ bí kí nímà lélẹ̀ fún mi lélẹ̀ kí nímà fẹ́ béèrè question lọ́wọ́ yín kó wá pè yín lórúkọ. Kò pè yín ní Ìyálọ́jà o, kò pè yín ní Alájà o, ó pè yín orúkọ tí wọ́n
sọ yín.
Ṣé ti gẹ́ẹ̀tì nǹkan tí mo sọ? Ẹ má bínú pé Yorùbá mi o, bọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ mi ti ń yé yín àbí? So àná gbogbo social media gbogbo ayé gbogbo everybody wọ́n sọ pé pé nǹkan tó ṣe o pé kò bad gbà tó pé ó pe máa yẹn lórúkọ ó ní good morning Tony. Máa yẹn wá sọ pé kí ló sọ? Ó ní no good morning Tony. Máa yẹn wá sọ pé ó tì o èmi ò fọwọ́ sí àwọn àṣà òyìnbó pé
mi ò fọwọ́ sí àṣà àwọn òyìnbó tí kò ka àgbàlagbà kún tó bọ̀wọ̀ fágbà.
Tí ò bọ̀wọ̀ fágbà. So ó wá sọ pé nǹkan tó máa address me with Mr. Tony àbí
kò pè mí ní
chairman or nickname pé òun máa pè yín ní Ìyálọ́jà àbí Ìyálóde. But gbogbo àwọn Nigerians wọ́n sọ pé pé kí ni gbogbo kí ni ṣe bí bank ló wà pé ní bank wọ́n máa ń pera wọn ní first name orúkọ tó sọ wọ́n. Máa yẹn wá sọ pé pé èmi ò fọwọ́ sí àwọn àṣàkáṣà òyìnbó pé pè mí ní Mr. This or kò pè mí ní chairman. So a fẹ́ gbọ́ nǹkan tẹ̀yìn ìyá wa fẹ́ sọ fún wọn. A máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ṣé ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú Ìyálọ́jà àbí Ìyálóde? Ìyálọ́jà kí lẹ feel? Ẹ mọ̀ pé nísìnyí mo mọ̀ pé tẹ́ bá ń lọ ẹ kàn máa rí àwọn sisi àwọn young men ọkàn máa ṣe ẹni mo sọ pé ẹ kàn máa
mi rí
pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ó dàbí pé àwọn èèyàn wá ní respect mọ́ wọn ní yìí
wọ́n bọ̀wọ̀ fágbà
mọ́ kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ so kí ni
ìyànjú tẹ́lẹ̀ gbà wọ́n.
Yes, ma.
Ẹ ṣé mà, gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ ṣe sọ, ẹ mọ̀ ilé ayé yìí ó ti yí padà, kò dàbí ti àtijọ́ mọ́. Ní àtijọ́, àwọn ọmọdé wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ bẹ̀rù fún àwọn aṣíwájú wọn. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí pé tẹ́ bá fẹ́ pe àgbàlagbà àbí tẹ́ bá fẹ́ bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, ó ní bẹ́ẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe gbé kalẹ̀. But ayé tá wà yìí ó ti di ayé òyìnbó. Dépò bí pé ọmọ gan ó fẹ́ lè dárúkọ ìyá ẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá báyìí, ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n tún ti ń gbé kalẹ̀ báyìí pé ká máa kọ́ àwọn ọmọ wa nílé wípé kán má fo ìwà òyìnbó yìí torí pé ó jẹ́ ìwà àrífín. Ká bá máa bọ̀wọ̀ fún àwọn aṣíwájú wa, àwọn tó bá ṣíwájú wa tó bá fẹ́ bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀, ó ní bá gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe sọ̀rọ̀, a kàn gbọ́dọ̀ máa bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ó dẹ̀ wà lọ́wọ́ àwọn òbí láti máa kọ́ àwọn ọmọ wa nílé, torí púpọ̀ wà lọ́wọ́ òbí míì, wọn kọ́ àwọn ọmọ wọn tó bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ míì tí ò dáa, tó yẹ kọ́kọ́ sọ pé àwọn ọmọ yìí wọn kì í sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí, tó bá fẹ́ bá àgbàlagbà sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí ló gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe sọ, tó bá fẹ́ bá wọn kí àgbàlagbà kúnlẹ̀, bọ́ láyé sí tẹ́ bá kúnlẹ̀ wọ́n máa wo èèyàn wípé kí ló ń ṣe àárò oko ló tún kúnlẹ̀ bọ̀ kò lè rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Ìbọ̀wọ̀ fún ni tọ́mọdé bá bọ̀wọ̀ fágbà àárò oko dalẹ̀, but ní ayé òde òní àwọn èèyàn fẹ́ gbà yẹn, but mo kàn ń rọ àwọn òbí àti àwọn alágbàtọ́ pé wọ́n bá ń tọ́ ọmọ wọ́n máa fi ìwà rẹ̀lẹ̀ wọ́n máa fi tọ́ wọn kí gbogbo nǹkan kó lè bọ̀ sípò, kí Nàìjíríà náà kó lè dá, torí òun ló jẹ́ kí gbogbo nǹkan kó rí rúdurùdu báyìí tí ò sí bọ̀wọ̀ fún àgbà mọ́.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi ṣá wọn lẹ́sọ̀ọ́. Sorry, they touched on Yoruba. They touched on she touched on different things. Also pé àwọn òbí
wọ́n mú àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ pàtàkì jáde. Irú tí wọ́n ní káwọn òbí kó máa tọ́ àwọn ọmọ wọn. She said parents should teach their children. Nítorí some people might not understand that. Nítorí pé irú àwọn ọ̀dọ́ báyìí tá bá jáde ìwà tá máa ń wù, just like Nima, when we go out, we misbehave sometimes. Táwọn òbí bá dẹ̀ mójútó àwọn ọmọ wọn. If parents can pay attention to the training of their children, gbogbo ìlú wa, Nigeria as a whole, the Nigerian society as a whole, ó máa dá. And she also said, tá bá ń bá àwọn aṣíwájú wa sọ̀rọ̀, aṣíwájú in the context of bosses, tó bá tẹ̀ ní pé ká máa ṣe bí àwọn òyìnbó, even Western culture, àwa as ọmọ tó tán léèrè, children as people generally, don't let me say children, people who were raised in good homes, where ká máa fi ọpọlọ wa, we should be using our sense to be able to talk to our bosses, láti máa fi bá àwọn aṣíwájú wa sọ.
Thank you so much, Nima. So àmà wá sọ́dọ̀ Ìyálóde. Nǹkan tí Ìyálóde sọ pé àwọn òbí ṣe mọ̀, if announcing, okay, let me use myself as an example. Wọ́n
fẹ́ fi ara wọn ṣe
àpèjúwe.
Wàtẹ́bí wà kékeré, dáàdì mi máa ń nà mí tí n bá kúnlẹ̀. That was a thing in my house. But mo wá rí pé bí bó ṣe ń bímọ lé mi, yeah, that's correct. Ó wá ń reduce. So ṣe rò pé ṣé it's really with the parents that our culture is moving to, if we're going to move it to also our languages. Ẹ mọ̀ pé nísìn, parents don't want to speak Yoruba to their children anymore because they think that Yoruba is not watush. So the whole responsibility lies with the parents.
Nǹkan tó ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ báyìí ní pé ìgbà táwọn wà ní kékeré, ìgbà tó bí wọn, tó bá kúnlẹ̀ kí àwọn òbí wọn wọ́n gbé. Ìgbà táwọn òbí wọn wá ń bímọ lé wọn bí àwọn àbúrò wọn, wọ́n rí pé gbígbé yẹn ó dínkù. Wọ́n ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé ṣé ọwọ́ àwọn òbí ni àṣà wa ti lọ. Nítorí wọ́n ní ẹ máa rí pé àwọn òbí kan tó bá ní kó sọ Yorùbá sáwọn wọn, wọn ò ní sọ. Ṣé ká fi gbogbo ẹjọ́ yẹn sórí àwọn òbí yẹn? Àbí ṣé àwọn ọmọ náà ṣá ní ẹ̀tọ́ nú ẹ̀?
Yes, ma. Ìyálóde.
Ẹ ṣé pọ̀ mọ́. Ohun tó kàn ṣẹlẹ̀ lé ẹ̀rín yẹn ni pé ká bímọ ká tọ́. Wà láti ti kọ́ ṣe. Ọ̀ṣá ohun tí bí kálukú ṣe máa tọ́ ọmọ ẹ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀. Èyìnbó òṣàṣàlẹ̀ wa àwa kọ́ la ní. Ilẹ̀ Yorùbá a gbọ́dọ̀ bímọ ká tọ́ gan-an. Torí ènì kọ́ orí ọ̀la ni. So tí wọ́n bá ti bímọ ẹ̀ tó bá ti tọ́ ìgbà tí àwọn òbí tó bá dé wá ní ọmọ má sọ Yorùbá o má sọ Yorùbá o kinní kan ni kó máa sọ o kinní kan ni kó máa kò dáa ìṣòro tó wà òkè sọ English díẹ̀ kò fún ní Yorùbá kó lè mọ bó ṣe máa lò láìfù ẹ̀ and then àwọn òbí náà ìtàn ṣe ń bẹ̀ lójú òun tí o bá bímọ ẹ̀ tó wá sọ pé ok ìlú òyìnbó kọ́ ló wà ó pẹ̀lú ọmọ mi tó bá sọ pé kó lọ bomi wá ní wéètì ṣé wọ́tà tẹ̀sí máa béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ omi ni kó lọ bù wá fún mi so gbogbo nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ó wà lọ́wọ́ òbí o àìfẹ́ ká lo èdè wa kọ́ bá tẹ̀ máa lo ti outside kọ́ sì kọ́kọ́ máa lo èdè wa iná ọmọ mi kò lè jí láàárọ̀ kó kúnlẹ̀ kíyà ẹ̀ ìyá ò dẹ̀ ní belief ó kàn máa gbẹ kìíní kan ìmí ìkàdé ló máa dúró mọ́mì good morning ma good morning sir kò wà correct ó gbọ́dọ̀ lie down àwọn ilé ìbá ní kó frustrate so kò sí gbogbo yẹn mọ́ àwa kọ̀ọ̀kan tó yẹ pé yẹsà mọ̀ pé nǹkan tí ò dáa ni la máa ń train ọmọ wa bẹ́ẹ̀ torí ojú tì ní tá bá déta tó bá déta tí ọmọ yẹn bá lọ sọ pé good morning ma good morning sir tó bá jẹ́ màmá tó understand kan kàn pé náà kọ́ ọmọ yìí láti ilé o máa gbọ́ bó ṣe ṣe sí mi wọ́n dẹ̀ ní bílí pé ọmọ wa tàbí iná ẹlòmíì kò lè dọ̀bálẹ̀ kí wa àwọn ò gbà orí mi mo sì bí ẹ ó máa dọ̀bálẹ̀ nínà tó bá fẹ́ kúnlẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ kúnlẹ̀ kí mi ni ó bá ga tó mi wá kúnlẹ̀ kí mi ni èmi mo bí ẹ so gbogbo àṣà yẹn tó bá yẹ pé bá ń train ọmọ wa láti ilé gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìyálọ́jà ṣe sọ yẹn kò ní nira gbogbo nǹkan ẹ̀ ó ti wá worst Ọlọ́run kó bá wa ṣe àní dààmú.
Ẹ ṣé mà, okay. Do you understand what Iyaloja said?
Okay, basically, she just said
corroborated what Iyaloja said. Yes.
Train your children. If you train them well, they train your child in the way you should go. Basically, that was what she was saying. But I have a question for her. Actually, I'm so sorry. Any kí àwọn òbí tọ́ ọmọ pé ẹ máa rí àwọn ọmọ kan níta wọn nílé ìkúnlẹ̀ wọn nílé dọ̀bálẹ̀ fún àgbà kò sí bọ̀wọ̀n kí lẹ máa sọ nípa àwọn ọmọ tó kọ́ tọ̀gbẹ̀kọ̀.
Ohun tá a fẹ́ sọ níbẹ̀ ni pé a lè change wọn ilé wọn lọ ti gbẹ̀kọ̀ torí kò sí bó ṣe lè train ẹ̀ ìgbà tí mọ́mí ò bá ti train ẹ̀ ẹni tó wà ń ta ò lè train ẹ̀ kí la fẹ́ ṣe akọ̀mójú kúrò ní pé bó ṣe tọ́ tiẹ̀.
Okay. We're going to go back to Susan before we come to you, Ma. Hi, Susan. Hi, Susan.
Hello, Fumi. Hello, Fumi. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes. Hi, Susan. Network,
yes, she's having
network issues.
Yes.
Hi, Susan.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
So,
yes. I'm sure you saw all the. I can hear you. Susan, can you confirm that you can hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, awesome. I'm sure you saw the whole outrage on social media yesterday. But I want you to speak to some people who like to be contrarian. We've had quite a few people say, in the Western world, they don't greet, they talk to each other by first name. We've also seen people say, but in the banking sector, it's also first name, first name, first name. I don't know why it is that when we're talking about our value system or culture or respect or honor, some people would always give comparison with the Western world. And mind you, we've also seen some people in the Western world who have said, no, call me Miss or Mr. In fact, yesterday I shared a video of Maya Angelou, who many years ago, a 16-year-old called her Maya. And she said, no, you will not call me that. I am your mother, your auntie, your professor. Don't you dare call me that. And, you know, we claim that it is the Western culture, but we've seen people from the Western culture say, no, this is a global epidemic. I would like you to speak to that, please, Susan.
Thank you, Fumi. Studio. So the truth is this, Fumi, and even this morning, I have addressed some of my mentees who were on the contrary, saying, oh, he works in the bank, he does this. And I asked a simple question for me. If you see Susan, you are my mentee. If you see me one-on-one, you don't have the audacity to call me Susan. And this is just me. I'm not even a banker. I'm nothing. Torí kíni, ọmọ ọ̀pọ̀ ọjọ́ orí mo jù ẹ́ lọ. Nímọ̀ràn, mo gbọ́n jù ẹ́ lọ. That is why you are my mentee. We should learn to keep up the values that matter in our society. Gbogbo nǹkan kọ́ ló fi ń sọ pé kò matter. Àwọn ọmọ ìsìn irọ́ kò sí kò tó jọ ọmọ ìsìn. A typical example is mi tí ìpàdé ìyá ọlọ́jà, mi tí ìpàdé ìyá olóde, kí ni mo kí wọn? Ẹ káàárọ̀ mi ò sọ káàárọ̀. Torí pé kí ni wọ́n kọ́ mi lé? Ọmọ tí wọ́n bá kọ́ lé tó bá dé ìtàwọn àtúnkọ́. Nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sọ́mọ yẹn lánàá nìyẹn. That man was emotionally intelligent to act as if kò gbọ́ nǹkan tọ́mọ yẹn sọ. And she repeated herself. When he corrected her, I expected pé ọmọ tó bá kọ́lé and oh, my apologies, sir. That is respect. You do not do Gen Z. You do not do Gen Z and forget our culture. Don't bring in Western whatever. Kò sí nǹkan tó kàn wá kan Nigeria làwà, Africans làwà. Tó bá dé Western world, wàá ṣe bí Western world. Tó bá dé bíbí, ṣe bíbí. At least, man yẹn, tí ò bá jẹ́ pé, tí ò bá lè bí lady yẹn, it is possible pé ẹ̀gbọ́n ló máa jẹ́ sí ẹ. Ṣé wàá wo ṣùṣùṣù léèyàn tó ti dé level bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn? Kí wọ́n pè ní Tony láì fi Mr. láì pè ní chairman, ìkọjá yẹn náà ń pè yẹn. Èmi ò fọwọ́ sí. It is absolutely wrong. Even as a Gen Z, as a young person, there is 60 seconds for you to present yourself as ọmọ tí wọ́n kọ́ nílé. Do you know what that 60 seconds speaking to Tony Elumelu could have done for her? And you blow it away because you are forming good morning, Tony. Kí ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀? Tony jẹ́ bàbá ẹ̀ ni, Tony jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀, Tony jẹ́ àbúrò ẹ̀ ni. It is people in his age grade, within his circle, ìyàwó ẹ̀ ló lè, even ọmọ tí màá nìyẹn bí lágbára Ọlọ́run kò lè pè ń Tony. Because kí ni? A mọ̀ pé àṣà wa gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwọn tó bí sí Nàìjíríà àti ìdè level yẹn. So anybody listening to me, please, èmi ò ní kẹ́ má ṣe Gen Z. Èmi ò ní kẹ́ má ṣe anything, but for respect to whom respect is due. Jẹ́ ká máa júbà fún àwọn tó yẹ. Ẹ má jẹnu. Ó possible káwọn òbí kó má gbọ́. Nígbà tó ti dẹ́ńtà ń ṣàjẹ́ ká máa ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. It is a wrong attitude. If you do not want to make it seem be very, very official, Mr. Tony, good morning, anybody. But please, accord that person the respect. Má pè ní Tony kò ń ṣe ẹgbẹ́. Thank you, Eshe.
Thank you so much, Susan, for your submission. I'm going to go over to Mami Binabo before we now get into speaking to our Iyaloja and Iyalode.
How to talk like Mami Binabo? Help me, Kí Gen Z wá ṣe báyìí náà? Gbogbo nǹkan kékeré báyìí Gen Z. Ẹ má gbàgbé pé nǹkan tí mo jókòó sí báyìí Gen Z ni.
No, you should talk to your people. I remember when I started at Women Radio and Rose then would say, "Oh no, the ladies of HerLens, oh, Ibn I was taken aback. Because I was like, hold on a minute, what do you mean?" And initially, if I want to speak, when I started doing HerLens, I would be so hesitant to call you because I know that the culture on radio is first name basis. But even in recent days, sometimes I'm like, Madam Ibn because Ejo, like the culture inside of me, my Yoruba is fighting against that, which is why the moment you call me on the phone, I'm like, oh, yes, Mao, I'm doing all of that. How do we...
And you always say I should call you by name.
It's not about me. How do we bridge that gap? Because the argument of a lot of people is that the work culture says that you should call, your bosses by first name. Is it us adopting bad culture? Or we should just, because if you go to Asia, for instance, those people don't play with their culture. You bow to greet them. If you go to maybe an Arabic place, you have to remove your shoe. There's some houses in Lagos that ever lost in you can Emma Babata.
Yes.
And those are culture that no matter who you are, top to bottom, you will do that. Even our president, there's certain places that he goes that he will wear, the clothes of the places that he's going to adhere to that culture. How do we bridge that gap? Is it a case of organizations should start saying, no, let's do Mr. just to curb this situation?
Okay, thank you for me. Let me quickly say that. For me, try. Yeah, what's that? So, I won't be a gbìyànjú pé ó ti láti sọ Yorùbá wa díẹ̀. And Nimago, you tried.
Yes, 2 years ago.
Okay, so what I want to say is this. You see, in Yoruba land, even where I come from, River State, we have this saying that goes like this: Ani omo abiko, adeni omo akogba. Abiko is a child who wasn't properly brought up in the first place. Parents didn't do anything in terms of, raising that child properly with values and all of that. Then there's this akogba. That is, your parents did everything, but you refused to be straight, to be clean. You have just chosen to be that headache that they will have in that family. So having said that, I feel that there's something we say, when you're in Rome, behave like a Roman. Wherever you are, understand the culture of that place so that you don't be a fish inside the oven. A fish place is in the water. So when you want to feel comfortable, you have to understand the culture of the place. Èmi gan ti wà ń lo òyìnbó rí kí n tó padà wá sí Nigeria. Mo ní àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ tó sì ń gbé bẹ̀. And these set of friends of mine, when their children see me, they don't reach out and want to shake me. Oma tekimini. He's so tall. And he came to this studio. I didn't know he was even coming. He was a guest on the particular program. And I was somewhere in one of the offices in Women Radio. I think he saw me while he was coming into the studio. So when he was done with his program, I was busy with the ladies who were discussing. I just saw somebody just went down. And I saw this young man. He's a celebrity. And the way he went down, all the boys that came, how they come with their guys. Everybody was like, kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀? Before I answered that, okay, you want me? Ayo, you understand? So you see, ọmọ tí ọba kọ́ tó gba ẹ̀kọ́, ibikíbi tó bá lọ, á wo àṣà tó wà ní ìlú yẹn, á dẹ̀ bá wọn identify pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. You don't go to a place and say, I was brought up in the UK, so I don't even know all of this. You run Lani. You have to just adapt. It shows that even as an employer, I want to employ you because I know that you're not going to bring in your stiff person. You're going to come and understand the system and run with the system. So, we're not asking you to become a problem. We are asking you to give respect to whom respect is due. It is not right. It is absolutely not. Even if it is done abroad. Because in that same video, I saw a place where Tony Elumelu was in the US and the lady addressed him by his first name and didn't complain because that was a different place. Only tó bá wà l'Óṣogbo, wàá ṣe bí àwọn ará Òṣogbo. Tó bá wà l'Árẹ́pọ̀, wàá ṣe bí àwọn ará Arẹ́pọ̀. So you enter into trouble from fire to fry pan back to fire. So let us endeavor to raise our children right. It is only fair because when they go out there, the backlash is not funny. So I hope I've been able to.
Yes, thank you so much. Okay, so to why we're here, I'm going to start with the Iyaloja. My translator will come over. As the Iyaloja
for me.
Let us know what she was telling me something about Arepo when we're coming, Arepo, the Oba, the cities and everything. So maybe she should just enlighten us. She was very happy with the road. We're talking about roads.
Okay.
She went for a meeting somewhere where they didn't, road was bad.
Right.
So she was like reiterating that, thank God for this road.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run. Mo dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ màmá wa tó dá iléeṣẹ́ ìsílẹ̀ wọ́n mú wa sórí ètò WFM. Iṣẹ́ iléeṣẹ́ yẹn máa tẹ̀síwájú o. Lókè lẹ máa lọ o. Kọ́tà fẹ́ sọ nípa Arépo ni a dúpẹ́ ní ọwọ́ Ọlọ́run nílùú Arépo. A dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ bàbá wa Tinubu, President Nàìjíríà. A dúpẹ́ ibi tí wọ́n lọ Ọlọ́run á túbọ̀ mú wọn débẹ̀ o. A tún wá dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ọmọ ọba Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún fún iṣẹ́ takuntakun tí wọ́n ṣe fún wa ní òpópónà wa ní Arépo. Torí ní gbogbo àdúgbò yìí kò tíì sí ibi tó dàbí Arépo. Tá a bá lọ sí mítìn lówódé káàkiri wọ́n máa ń fi ìlú Arépo yangàn ni. A dẹ̀ tún dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ọba ìlú Arépo tó fààyè gba àwọn CDA CDC tí wọ́n mú ọ̀làjú wọ̀lú Arépo wá nítorí àwọn CDA CDC wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ takuntakun nílùú Arépo. Àwọn ló jẹ́ kí àwọn nǹkan yìí kó ṣeé ṣe fún wa. Bá a ṣe ń rí òpópónà Arépo tó dá lé níṣẹ́ gidigidi ni wọ́n ṣe. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn náà àti ẹni tó jẹ́ chairman àti chairlady wọn àti woman leader àwọn CDA CDC. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín, ẹ ṣé o. Iṣẹ́ yín á máa tẹ̀síwájú o, ẹ ní fọmọ yín ṣiṣẹ́ o. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín gan o. Torí ọ̀nà Arépo yìí ó jẹ́ number 1. Inú Arépo ó dúró déédé. Ọ̀nà Arépo ó dúró déédé. A mọ̀ pé àwọn ló ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn fún wa. A dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run á máa mú wọn tẹ̀síwájú o. But a tún ní àwọn nǹkan míì tá a fẹ́ kán ṣe fún wa ní Arépo. A bẹ̀ bàbá wa ọmọ ọba Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún kó tó kúrò ńbẹ̀. A fẹ́ iléèwé secondary school torí kò sí secondary school nílùú Arépo. Àwọn ọmọ wa wọ́n máa ń lọ sí Wárewá, wọ́n máa ń lọ sí Bàfò, wọ́n máa ń lọ sí Màgbòrò, wọ́n dẹ̀ máa ń sọ dání. K'Ọlọ́run jọ̀ọ́ kó má ká rí ikú ọmọ. A bẹ̀ wọ́n kán jọ̀ọ́ kán bá wa ṣe secondary school. A dẹ̀ tún fẹ́ health center kán bá wa ṣe. A ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ but agbára wa ò ká. A mọ̀ pé bàbá wa Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún àwọn lè bá wa ṣe. A bẹ̀ wọ́n kán jọ̀ọ́ kán bá wa ṣe o. A dẹ̀ tún gbàdúrà fún bàbá wa Yáyì. A mọ̀ pé tọ́ náà bá débẹ̀ àwọn náà máa ṣe gudugudu méje torí wọn tẹ̀ tí débẹ̀ rárá. Wọ́n ti ń ṣe gudugudu méje àyà mẹ́fà. Ní agbára Ọlọ́run ibi tán wò náà Ọlọ́run á bá mú wọn débẹ̀ o. Lágbára Ọlọ́run. Bàbá wa Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún náà ibi táwọn náà fẹ́ lọ Ọlọ́run á jẹ́ kán lè débẹ̀ o. Ẹsẹ̀ wọn ò ní yẹ̀ o. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín, ẹ ṣeun.
Yes, ma. Ẹ ṣé ma. Mo wá fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé ní ọjà yín in the market, how is it organizing or making the women just what I'm asking? Yes, go ahead.
Nínú ọjà Arépo yẹn, báwo lẹ máa ń ṣe ètò fún àwọn obìnrin? Kí ni àwọn àǹfààní? Kí ni àwọn àǹfààní tí àwọn obìnrin tó bá wà ní ọjà yẹn máa ń rí gbà lọ́wọ́ yín?
Ẹ ṣé, a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run. Ọlọ́run kó túbọ̀ bá mú ọjà yẹn tẹ̀síwájú. Ọjà wa yẹn àṣẹ ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ náà ni kò tíì pẹ́ but a ì fẹ́ kí àwọn ìjọba gan kán wá bá wa dá sí. A ní àwọn nǹkan tá a fẹ́ kó bá wa ṣe sínú ọjà yẹn. A ní tọ́lẹ̀tì nínú ọjà yẹn. A ti ṣe omi but tọ́lẹ̀tì yẹn a ní. A fẹ́ kó bá wa ṣe tọ́lẹ̀tì yẹn. Àwọn ará ọjà wa wọ́n ń gbìyànjú. A dẹ̀ ń tún ọjà yẹn ṣe. A máa ń ṣèmọ́tótó ọjà wa but a ti rí àǹfààní ní ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn ìjọba. A dẹ̀ fẹ́ kán ràn wá lọ́wọ́ kí ọjà wa yẹn náà kó lè gbèrú kó lè dín ńlá bí Bàfò àti Mòwe bó ṣe rí àti Màgbòrò. A fẹ́ ràn lọ́wọ́ wọn.
Okay, ẹ ṣé gan ni.
Carry on. No, for Iyaloja. I don't think she answered the question about the how the women are able to come together.
Yes. So I would ask the question to the Iyaloja. Báwo ni àwọn obìnrin Arépo, báwo ló yẹ máa ń sowọ́pọ̀ tó fi máa ń ṣe nǹkan? Ẹ mọ̀ pé ibi táwa yìí sí women region ni gbogbo nǹkan tó bá ti kan obìnrin. Báwo lẹ ẹ̀yin àti Iyaloja, báwo lẹ yẹ so àwọn obìnrin Arépo pọ̀? A mọ̀ pé àwọn CDC ń sìn wọ́n ní women leader, wọ́n ní ṣé kí ló ń pè jewels of Arépo. Kí lẹ̀yin gangan tẹ́ ń ṣe fún àwọn obìnrin Arépo? Iyaloja ni.
Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ o. Iléeṣẹ́ yóò ní jóná. Ó bàjẹ́ fún mi. Ẹ máa rí ṣe. Ẹ máa lọ ẹ máa bọ̀ lọ. Ìlú Arépo ó dáa gan. Jẹ́lu tó jẹ́ ó kún fún wàrà tó yin. Àti rí nǹkan kan ṣe fún àwọn obìnrin. Àwọn màmá tí mo máa ń kó lọ ńgbà mi tí mo bá fẹ́ jáde ẹ̀yin màmá mi ẹ tẹ̀lé mi torí àwọn ọmọ mi ni mi ò dẹ̀ ní ọmọ kékeré bí irú tèmi bọ̀ṣá mo dúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run pé bí mo ṣe jẹ́ ọmọ kékeré yẹn àwọn màmá ẹ̀ tí bá ní nǹkan kan ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n máa tẹ̀lé mi mi ò dẹ̀ tí ì ní agbára láti fún wọn ní nǹkan kan ṣàgbára tí máa fi fún wọn ní nǹkan kan bọ̀ṣá tí àwọn bàbá wa tó wà lórí tó jẹ́ ìjọba wọ́n bá ní tán bá lè bá a ṣe fún àwọn ìyá yẹn wọ́n máa fún wọn ní nǹkan lórí oṣooṣù ni o bí alẹ́ ẹ̀kan lọ́dún ni o ohun tán bá fún wọn torí kò síbi tí mo gbé pọ̀ àwọn ìyá yẹn tó tẹ̀lé mi lọ a jẹ́ ohun tí mo ṣe rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
Nǹkan tẹ̀mí ń sọ sí ni pé
she has answered in the little way she, what I want to add is speaking with the two of them, I've realized that if you go to Arepo market, it's not a modern market. So according to Yaloja, she wants a bit more comfort for the women in the market. Because when there is heavy rainfall, it's not funny with the market women. And with all of the, the governments, yes, they've come to give us a good road. And I think that government is not just the governor now. We are looking at our commissioners. We are looking at the members of House of Assembly, Ogun State. We are looking at all our politicians representing us both at state level and at federal level. That this area, Arepo falls under Bafemi Owode local government. So there is need for the government to come and look at the marketplace. Can you shop there? You understand? So there is one thing, you as a woman, you don't want to be lazy. You want to do something to support your family. And then it rains and all your wares get destroyed because you don't have a proper marketplace, no proper structure on ground. We need the government to look into this. And Yaloja Oman Sogo, Kijoba wa, koba wa ko ọjà yẹn dáadáa. You understand? Tó bá kọ dáadáa, tó jọjú, inú àwọn obìnrin yẹn náà á dùn. And gbogbo àwọn ètò tí gbogbo wọn lọ meeting wọn ṣe mú gbàtà ń bọ̀ mú bá wọn sọ lọ́la wọn máa ń meeting oríṣiríṣi láti gba ìrànlọ́wọ́ lọ́wọ́ ìjọba. Àsìyá ọlọ́jà wọ́n fẹ́ máa rí àwọn ará ọjà tó ń tọjà pé inú wọn dùn. Pé tójò bá tiẹ̀ wá rọ̀ o máa rárá wà nínú kíklamp mi kékeré bí gbogbo ẹ̀ ń fẹ́ lọ fẹ́ bọ̀ gbogbo ọjà ń bàjẹ́. There are some things pé tójò bá bàbá ó ti bà irú ẹni tó ń ta gàárì ẹni tó ń tèlùbọ̀ tójò bá ti pa báyìí ọjà yẹn bàjẹ́ nìyẹn. So there is need for government's intervention. You understand? And she also mentioned the health center because as big as Arepo is,
There's no primary health center.
There's no primary health center. There is none. So if you don't have money for the private hospitals, God help you. If you are pregnant, maybe you go into labor in the night, your husband doesn't have a car. How do you get to the nearest hospital, government-owned hospital to, deliver your baby? So these are some of the, problems affecting the women in this community. And even according to Yalode too, we have some elderlies in the community. They don't have a job and there is no welfare package for them. So politicians, they come and make all sorts of promises. So when are you going to fulfill these promises? So we want to believe that those who are coming on board, already the governor is still there. He's still our governor. President Akwabiado is still the governor until Day, and then the person gets, comes on board. Meanwhile, as he's our governor, we are telling him that Arepo does not have a health center, does not have a secondary school. So in most cases, when these children are done with, we have the government-owned primary school. So when they are done with their primary school education, if the parents cannot afford to pay for their transportation and maybe they are going to go to secondary school, maybe somewhere in Berger, how do you get to that place? Some of them will stay back and not follow their education, which is it's painful, because you are denied your right. So, but if we have a secondary school in Arepo, it will go a long way to help a lot of these children. By the time you're done with secondary school, you're already a teenager. Now you're going to university, you are older, so you can take care of yourself to an extent. But while you are just a primary school graduate, how do you do this? Thank you.
All right. Yawa, thank you so much for coming on the program today. We join our voices with yours to I know I feel onwa
àfikún tí
àfikún ti yẹn náà sọ àfikún ti yín láti bẹ àwọn oníjọba, right? Starting with our President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and then our governor of Ogun State, Prince Dakwa Abiodun, and then the incoming, all things being equal, he was that Senator Yayi, and even our commissioners, our House of Rep members, the councillors, every single ministers, even every single one of us, every single one of them, to please. Our Iyaloja has come, our Iyalode has also come to say they didn't just beg. They've said you've done great things, for the community and the city, the town of Arepo. And now that I've thanked you, they said, and it's about to pay no my so I to see you. So after Marie, that primary health care center is very, very important, because once our health is in trouble, then if I'm saw infant mortality rate, women dying during childbirth, and so those are the things that we want to prevent. Even for school, once there's education, people are educated, you can make ends meet, you can provide not just for yourself, but for your family, for your mothers, for your fathers. So we're pleading with the government to please let's expedite this. It's a matter of urgency at this point. The primary healthcare center, the market, the Areco market, and the secondary school. Of course, you can come and check the primary school and see how we can upgrade it. I'm not being an Oliver Twist. I'm just, more you see our president, our governor, and the commissioners and councillors. Iyaloja and Iyalode ṣe púpọ̀ tẹ wá ẹjọ́ wá lójú pé ẹ wá ẹ̀yin méjèèjì, ẹ̀yin the two giants of Arepo community, ẹ wá ẹjọ́ wá lójú gan, and we thank you so much. Mama, you already know I feel about you.
Greet our Kabiyesi.
Our Kabiyesi. I know that one. Thank you so much for all you do for the community. Boy, I enjoy I know Amawa, you're just seeing Amawa.
Our king.
And
then you greet the CDC chairman.
And the CDC, that's
CDC chairman, Kazim Ganiyu.
Okay. Thank you so much to our CDC chairman, Mr. Kazim Ganiyu. Who else am I greeting?
And the vice, Ajia Ramat, Oviesa, the ESCOs generally.
We greet you.
Yes, they are doing a lot.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Arepo is a place where you have the elite, you have everybody. So sometimes when you're saying something like right. You understand? So it's a lot of work. So we just appreciate the collaboration between the Kabiyesi, Oba Solomon Atonda, Oyebi, and Timothy Tawotowokpeo, and our CDC, ESCOs, working together to, keep promoting Arepo as a beautiful community and bringing the people together as one very big, beautiful family.
And the first time I came to Arepo, I liked it, but my husband did not agree for us to move. So, but I like Timawala it's safe. It's very safe. We see people jogging and walking. 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Don't ring to a safe community. So please, yes, we join hands. Thank you so much for also being a home to women radio. That's very, very important to say. On that note, we have come to the end of HerLens this morning. It was a very, very interesting day. Iyaloja and Iyalode, they gave us their contribution. They joined us. They were ladies of our lens this morning. Yes. And everything they said, please let's take it to heart. Is important. Our culture remains very important. Our tradition remains very important. Don't say because you're going to go to UK or America, Asha or Imbo, you now took those ones and left your true culture. No, let's hold on to our culture. And Yami, Esheo. Up next is Radio Doctor. Don't go anywhere.